Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The roof is open on a gorgeous October Sunday in Atlanta. Texans and Falcons just about ready to get the party started. And before we do, let's go down and join Christina Pink.
Hey, Brandon. Well, if you're Desmond Ridder right now, you just got to keep the blinders on. Coming into Week 5, the Falcons are dead last in the NFL in passing yards, which means their quarterback has had to answer questions about everything from tensions with a teammate on the sideline to his ability to get the job done. But he told us he's good at blocking out the noise. Mistakes are going to happen. You can't live in fear when you're out there on the football field. You just got to keep slinging it.
And he will get a chance to sling it early as the Texans will receive the football. Both of these teams, as we said, at 2-2. Both of these staffs feel like these are winnable open divisions in the AFC and NFC South. For game break and check in with Carissa Thompson.
Thank you so much, Brandon. Dolphins looking to bounce back from their loss to the Bills last week. Tua rolls out, finds Jalen Waddle for his first touchdown of the season. Dolphins up 7-0. Brandon?
Well, C.J. Stroud, the rookie #2 pick, but there were doubters early. After the Wonderlic test, the scores weren't great. Shaking a preseason debut, some said, but since then, he has impressed.
He's been unbelievable. And now, if I was in charge of the Players Association, there is no way any of my players would ever take a Wonderlic test again because it's completely unfair. And this kid has just been awesome since early in this season.
We've got another game break. We go back to Carissa Thompson.
Thank you so much, Brandon. So the Dolphins are already up 7-0, and here we go again. Devon Achane, the rookie, has 6 touchdowns in his last 2 weeks. With all that speed, takes it 76 yards for the score. Dolphins up 14-0 on the G-Men. Brandon?
First down. Kurt Menefee, what's coming up on the Verizon halftime?
Hey, it's a start study at our Fox studios. Take a look at all these Hall of Famers we've got in our Fox family. Some of them will actually join me and bring you highlights coming up on the Verizon Halftime Show.
All right, and the question is not going to be able to do anything with this, and that is how we will head to intermission. 3 field goals for the Texans. They have a 9-7 lead. The Verizon Halftime is coming up right after these messages.
Bradshaw.
What you got there, Kurt?
That's what I want to ask you. What you got?
I got the Giants playing those Miami Dolphins in Miami. Jalen Waddle back is going over and say hello to his former offensive coordinator at Alabama. That would be head coach Brian Dable. Tua Tagovailoa rolling left, finding Jalen Waddle on a 2-yard touchdown. If you got crossing routes and you have movement routes, you can have a lot of fun playing offense. Miami up 7-0 until Devon Achane takes his 76-yard touchdown run up the middle, off bounces outside. Way too much speed. Miami 17-10 over the New York Giants. Carolina Panthers are at the Detroit Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown out with a abdominal injury. Fine wide receiver for the Lions. There it is. Fake reverse. Handoff lateral back to the quarterback. Find the rookie Sam Laporta, second-round pick out of Iowa. 31-yard touchdown, 28-10. Now Lions on top of the visiting Carolina Panthers. Good ball game. Lamar Jackson, how good is he? Really good. Quarterback for the Ravens under ball handling. Hands it off to Justin Hill against my Pittsburgh Steelers. He goes off left tackle for 14 yards, 10-3, low-scoring game. Baltimore Ravens over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Saints are at the Patriots. Gronkowski's on the end on it. Mac Jones under fire. Everybody's under fire up there. They got bad offense in New England. Mac Jones' pass is intercepted by Tyrann Mathieu. Takes it back 25 yards for the touchdown. 21-0. All Saints on the road in New England. 21-0. It is that score. Jonathan Taylor, running back for the Colts, just signed a 3-year, $42 million extension. But he's on the sideline watching the running back, Zach Moss, take it up the middle, Howie. 56-yard touchdown. He goes, what about me? Pay me some of that money. 7-3, Colts on top of Tennessee.
Leave that
Anthony
man money
Richardson,
alone.
the quarterback.
Leave that man. Jonathan Taylor deserves that money. Let him have it.
Fourth pick in this year's draft. Injured his right shoulder after a 4-yard gain. Had to leave this game. Colts are on top of the Tennessee Titans 10-6. And then earlier this morning in London, Von Miller, great outside linebacker for the Buffalo Bills, back after suffering an ACL injury last year. It's Travis Etienne bouncing outside, 35-yard touchdown. Somewhat of a shocker. If you don't think Jacksonville can play with anybody, they can, as they beat the Buffalo Bills in London 25-20. Heck of a ball game.
Yep. All right, Howie, Fairburn, those 3 field goals has Houston on top at the half. But a lot of that's because Stroud keeps putting them in position.
Yeah, they're just having a problem finishing drives. C.J. Stroud, their number 2 pick, I think he's played exceptionally well in the first 4 or 5 games here of the season. He's certainly playing well today. Here hits Tank Dell on a 22-yard post. Great throw, good timing, anticipation. Here, cross body throw off a bootleg to Tegan Quintanero. You get that in Scrabble, you're a winner. To Nico 5 yards, skinny post. Terry's favorite route, skinny post.
Something I'm unfamiliar with.
Not saying that.
I gotta say, I like Funny Howie.
Howie with the funny,
Yeah.
yes.
I like Funny Howie a lot.
That's what my wife said.
Trying something new for October, huh? Michael?
Oh, you know what? I got to say, I'm still so impressed by C.J. Stroud and just the way that he performed. And he's shown in this game, because the running game hasn't necessarily been there. But you can lean on him as a quarterback, throwing the ball up and down the field to keep your team in it. So, you know, we named our top 5 rookies. I would put him probably number 1 on my list right now.
Quarterback spot's hard to play, no matter 5-year veteran or
it really
rookie.
is.
Well, I mean, we're talking about some rookies. What about Sam Laporta? We were talking about him in the pre-show, but he's already putting up some stats. He has 2 catches, 35 yards, and 2 touchdowns. This guy can play. I feel like he may be the best tight end in all of football eventually in the next year or 2. He's developing unbelievable. Best complete tight end because he can block and he can go out for passes well. He's great in play action, and that's why he scored that 1 touchdown.
We're on the wrong. That's the wrong game, but it's okay.
He's excited, though.
I'm excited. We wanted to talk about Sam Laporta. I love my tight ends, Michael.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying go to Iowa.
All right, Verizon playing the first half. Desmond Ridder with the game's only TD.
The Verizon Halftime Show is brought to you by Verizon, the official 5G network of the NFL.
Is prohibited.
That was today's game flow, brought to you by Progressive. Back here in Atlanta, C.J. Stroud of the Texans, 3 field goals in the first half. They've got the 9-7 lead. Look at neither side's been able to really get much going on the ground. Most of the yards through the air. As we welcome you back to the broadcast booth, Brandon Gaunt, Bart Schlereth with you. Well, partner, you look at the first half offensively, both sides had some moments, but by and large, some pretty conservative play calling, I would say.
No question about it. You look at the 1 touchdown drive by Atlanta, the 1 touchdown drive we've had in this game, and some trick plays. We had the pass by Drake London. We had the quarterback counter. You know, they ran the ball behind Mac Hollins for the touchdown. So like to see some of those kind of creative, open it up type of offensive plays, actually for both of these franchises.
Yeah, and we showed you the rushing yards. Really not a whole lot in the ground game. We'll see if they can get things sped up here in half number 2. Certainly that guy, Arthur Smith, has a powerful offensive mind. 3rd-year head coach for Atlanta. But his crew will be kicking it to D'Amico Ryans and the Houston Texans here to start the 3rd quarter. Both teams 2-2. Houston on the 2-game win streak. Atlanta started 2-0 here at home, then went on the road and lost in weeks 3 and 4. So they're trying to get back in the win column here in week 5. And Bradley Pinion boots it away for a touchback. Christina Pink, what do you have?
Yeah, guys, talking to D'Amico Ryans at the half, he said offensively we have to finish drives. We have to learn to plug away in the run game. He said we got to get the ground game going and we've got to get in the red zone. They might lose a weapon offensively. Tank Dell is being evaluated for a concussion. Right now his return is questionable, but he said defensively we've been able to stop the run, get critical stops on 3rd down, but this defense has to get a takeaway in order to win this game.
Out to LA and Carissa Thompson.
Thank you, Brandon. The Dolphins were up 17-10 on the Giants. 3rd play of the 2nd half. Tua finds Tyreek one-on-one, and you know what happens next. A 69-yard touchdown. Dolphins up 24-10. Brandon?
Injury update on the side of Atlanta. Christina, what do you have?
Yeah, a change at right tackle for the Atlanta Falcons. Caleb McGrary currently in the medical tent because he's questionable with a knee injury, which means Storm Norton is now in for the Falcons offensive line, which strength has been their continuity. And talking to Arthur Smith at the half, for him offensively, he said we've got to be able to punch it in, finish in the red zone. We're stalling out in the fringe areas.
Show me football scores.
They are amped up here in Atlanta as the Falcons have regained the lead with 12-12 left in the fourth quarter. Desmond Ridder 6 for 6 on that last drive, polished it off to getting it to Bijan Robinson for the touchdown. Now Stroud out. Hey, start Saturday strong with Big Noon Saturday on Fox. It all begins with Big Noon kickoff, 10 a.m. from South Bend. Then at noon, J.J. McCarthy leads undefeated at second-ranked Michigan against Indiana.
Position.
Well, next Sunday, a huge doubleheader on Fox, starting with the 49ers and the Browns or other regional action. And then America's Game of the Week, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles taking on the Jets. Check for the game in your area, only on Fox, the Fox Sports app. Younghoe Koo, and Atlanta wins it. Wait, there's a flag down.
Running into the kicker, this game is over.
There were 2 fouls on the play, both by the defense. Offside, number 25, this penalty is declined. Running into the kicker, also number 25, this penalty is also declined. The field goal is good, the game is over.
Desmond Ridder pilots the game-winning drive. Koo with a 37-yard field goal, and Atlanta wins it 21-19. What a finish. And we will be back to wrap it up after this timeout.